Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm
Hi.
Dr. Nick.
Ta-da! We're here. Mwahaha.
Yes. Hello.
For everyone who is just joining us, it's episode 2. It's kind of a little weird you're joining us on that one, but if you go to the YouTube channel at !YouTube in the chat, you will be able to see episode 1. Hey! As always, I am your humble Dungeon Master, Clockwork Tuba. This is my channel. Welcome on in. We have an assortment of fun people that we've been playing the Bloody Right Hand with. Our experiment of D&D and Eberron Let's Play. We are going to start this way this time. Oh, this way. Ha 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 ha. We're going to start with what I'm seeing is my, the person on my left-hand side. We're going to start with Tallulah and Chill. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us who your character is. And tell us, your favorite food, and if it's different, your character's favorite food.
Alright, hi, I am Tallulah and Chill, they, them. I am playing Tallulah Ivica, she, her. I am a tiefling druid, and my favorite food, even though I'm lactose intolerant, is macaroni and cheese, and Tallulah is going to probably be a prime steak.
Very
Living dangerously.
Yes,
All
I
right.
live dangerously.
Going around the circle, we have Aegis.
Oh, Aegis. I play Anya, no last name given. Are you asking me my favorite food as well? Is that the
Correct.
question of the day? Why do I gotta choose one?
All right, give me a cavalcade. What's the?
I mean, let's go pizza. We can just put pizza because there can be so many toppings on pizza. It is a cornucopia of ingredients anyway. And we're gonna say Anya's is pizza too because you can find pizza anywhere.
Okay, we're making some
Flatbread.
medieval
Sorry.
pizza canon. Sounds
like a
good.
flatbread.
It is now.
Yeah, I'm down with it. All right, heading on in the circle, we go to Vox.
Hello. I am VoxChroma, he, they. I am playing Vez, a changeling, they, them. Favorite food, would say would have to be a toss-up between Southern California Mexican food and sushi.
Ooh.
Very fair.
As far as Vez's favorite food, I am not sure. I'm probably going to go with steak because that's a pretty universal. You can always get a steak.
You
Fuck yeah,
can
steak.
always get a steak. All right, and last but certainly not least, my partner in crime, single letter J.
Hello. 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 I'm single letter J. He, him. Hello. I play Damien Zephyr. And I mean, his favorite food. I mean, as of a couple years ago, was probably, what was it, halfling?
I mean, yeah.
Half
Yeah.
halfling gushers.
Popped a
Fair.
halfling on
Yeah.
gushers.
Gushers.
Halfling raviolis.
Mm.
Oh, that does sound good.
No.
And just and I guess in real life, just a really solid, good pizza and wings.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, wings. I can't
Yeah,
say no to
that's pretty
wings.
much it. Just good solid
Alright.
cheese pizza and pretty normal wings.
And I
But yeah,
slacked
at
a
least
little
at the
bit.
moment, sure.
So let's do some quick shout outs. Just as a reminder,
Yeah.
everyone, if you want to remember anything about the characters or find the links to where these great people stream on Twitch, if you do !, the first name of their character in the chat, gives you a couple sentence bio about them, and gives a link right back to their Twitch streams. If you missed episode 1 or want to catch this and didn't catch this all the way, you can catch it on my YouTube channel, which was already linked previously and will be linked periodically. And it goes up Thursdays at noon. These episodes should go live.
For good measure, another exclamation point YouTube.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yes. Never
That
actually
is
disappoint
the
you
big
too-
thing.
too many
Oh,
times.
one last thing before I do this is that I have been having some OBS issues where my OBS starts disconnecting from Twitch. and the stream will drop and then come back a couple of seconds later. If that happens, just stick with us. If that does negatively impact the stream, again, we will have the full episode. I have a separate recording going, so we'll have the full pure episode up on the YouTube. Thank you. Words stopped working.
You.
The tubes of you.
Tubes.
It's the youth
Your
tubes.
tubes, not my tubes.
The gnomes of House Civis.
It's the power of the tubes.
And apparently Spectrum is being dumb, which is fair. All right, folks.
Yeah, remember I told you that we were moving
Yes,
the
always.
router all over because witchcraft?
Witchcraft.
Always and forever dumb.
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft. It's witchcraft.
Technical witchcraft.
When we
Which
last left our intrepid these guys, they I can't call you guys heroes.
Oh, we're not heroes yet.
Yeah, any of you look me in the eye and tell me you're a hero right now.
Yeah, you don't know what I've been up to.
Hero.
From zero to hero.
Give sus
I am
eyes to Damien.
Absolute. I am a hero, man.
The hero of halfling gushers.
Look, they had it coming.
When we last left our intrepid group of adventurers, they were riding on a lightning rail out of riding on a lightning rail out of the nation of Seer, and then got to be probably the last people to safely escape from Seer, as it got turned into a place called the Mournland through something called the Mourning. The entire nation to the border, which is part of one of the creepiest parts about it. It wasn't like a circular mushroom disc that got destroyed. It's literally to the border of Seer was eliminated overnight and has now become a land of twisted and blasted magic. They get their way. They've made their way to Sharn, where some have stayed these past 5 years, as we find ourselves 5 years later at a party. It's an unusual kind of party. It could go so wrong so easily, but it is a party in remembrance of Seer on the anniversary of the Mourning. It has been 5 years to the day since we last saw our intrepid people. They find themselves in a warehouse in the middle districts of Sharn. The warehouse is connected to a shop run by House Caneth, who is holding this party. It could so very easily go wrong. It could be tacky. It could be tasteless. There is something genuine about it that is coming through. Everyone is dressed in Siren styles, in Siren colors. There's delicacies of all Siren favorite dishes on the buffet. Wine of good Siren stock is being broken out, some of the last of its vintages, in honor of this nation that has been taken from us. And as the camera pans down through this smoky area, we find ourselves at a table in the corner with 4 people who aren't identical to how we left them, but have changed over the years. Let's start with Anya. We last saw Anya hiding in her hood, using her crossbow and headbutting fear into a bunch of halflings. What does Anya look like now? How has she changed over the years?
Now I am not hiding under the hood as much. I have the hood down, but it still kind of drapes over the back of my neck. My hair is in a braid, again, just kind of hanging down my side. Not too long. It's about a shoulder length braid. And I have a half cloak, so it stops, on the front it stops at my waist, but the rest of it goes down, about to mid calf. And I've got leggings and knee-high boots, and I have a wand tucked into a sheath in my right boot.
Okay. Vez. What face is Vez wearing tonight?
Some kind of noble-looking elf.
Okay. What are the telltale signs that tell us this is still the changeling that we've come to know?
Well, in all costumes and iterations, Vez wears a pin with a little tiny design of a sun somewhere on the chest area. Lapel, on the cloak, depending on the outfit. So since we're at a, fancy party dressed in fancy clothes, that would be, I guess, lapel.
Makes sense. Damien,
Mm. Yeah,
how have you changed these 5 years?
I lost my lighter.
That's
That
probably
It's better.
very accurate.
It's better now. So about a week after I got here, my lighter, and it got really annoying. So I learned blood magic, and now I can light things on fire with my blood.
Truly.
And in the process, I met up with Anya, and we're tight.
Word. I didn't have a
Yep.
lighter either. He helped me.
Yeah, things got better. So
Yeah.
And we made friends, and yeah,
I make him laugh with my my smoke cloud critters with my bowl, my pipe.
it's so dope. I'm sorry. Anyway, no, not much has changed. Yeah. How are you?
I'm not here.
Oh.
I'm
God.
just the voice in your head.
Yeah.
This
What-
is the
what are
most
you-
Damien sequence of words that I think could have possibly been said
Who are
into
you
this stream.
talking to?
And as that
Oh,
same
God.
Oh, hold on. I found it. I also found a new conditioner. My hair looks fantastic.
and as that sentence comes across the table, the camera pans over to our last member, Tallulah. How has she changed these past 5 years?
As depicted in my PNG representation, I have now. My horns are much longer. They go kind of curve back as if they're going to form into ram's horns at some point in the next few years. My hair is much longer. It's now down to probably my ass. And kind of messy, roughly, so it has a bit of curl to it, wave, and held back by a loose, ribbon. And also, there's some forms of markings coming from behind my head, from under my hair. You could just barely see them from, behind, right at my jawbone and at my temple, right behind my ears. I wear a very large black, kind of like a cloak, but it's kind of heaped up over my shoulders and has golden design across it, and like a almost like a black bodysuit underneath it with a gold belt, gold chain around my neck. And that's it.
Now, I know from what we've discussed off camera, Anya and Damien have primarily been in Sharn and doing odd jobs here, and I believe you two described yourselves, Tallulah and Vez, as the outdoor cats of the group, where you would go
Yes.
off for a while and come back. How long do you think it's been since you've seen each other last?
Vez and Tallulah.
Yeah,
Same
Vez and Tallulah, how long has it been since you've seen Anya and Damien?
Oh,
Has
for
it been a
them,
couple months? A couple of weeks?
Couple months.
Probably months.
Yeah, I would say about a couple months.
Maybe in passing. They're like, yeah, oh hey, I remember you.
Like, oh, hey, popped in to grab some stuff. Okay, bye. See you in another few months.
Yeah.
As you guys are catching up over the past couple of months of things you've seen, things you haven't, you notice someone approaching you. And it's a Warforged who looks like they're a server, because they've got the tray in their hand, and I realize I'm putting the hand up behind the mic. They've got the tray in their hand, but it's they're not a server. Like, the more you stare at them, the more they're not giving drinks to anybody. They are just not beelining for your table. They are trying to act inconspicuous to get to your table and failing miserably. But it's a Warforged you know. You've seen him before, or them before. This is Siege, the crossbow-toting Warforged that was on the train with you and Cord when the morning happened.
Doesn't he look familiar to you guys?
Just a bit.
The non-waiter waiter?
Yes.
You mean the guy from the train?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, that's why.
I never forget a train ride.
I do.
I try to.
And as you get,
Yeah, that.
please.
Or an apocalypse. I don't forget those very well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seemed like a far more memorable aspect of that, but that too.
Are we able to approach him?
He's approaching you. So if
okay.
you can leave the table if you want. If not, they're gonna make your way to you.
If any of you have a hidden or ready weapon, might want to get your hand on that just in case.
Yeah, I've got a dagger.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Just want to make sure we're all covered.
I trust Vez to have my back, so.
And I do assume, as it is a sociable party, you guys aren't like overtly carrying weapons. Which I think was only of this group.
I'm gonna hold this.
All right.
No, David, you use a double-bladed scimitar. That is not something you can just sneak into a party. You checked that at the door.
That's small. Anyway.
This cloak has hidden pockets, okay?
I lean into the tables like, if anything happens, I can turn into an animal. It's fine. It's cool. Party animal or real animal.
Okay, well,
Why not
figure out a
both?
way to. Yeah. Well.
If I need to headbutt the fear of God into anybody, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. So as Siege approaches, they sit down in front of you, and they don't even like ask if you want drinks. They are just very stiffly putting drinks in front of all of you.
Are you okay, buddy?
His voice is
Drink this.
their voice is raspy and unused. They don't talk much. And they rumble out. Master Cord would like to speak with you all in your convenience when the party is over. Enjoy yourselves. And then he, again, in the most unwaiterly like way possible, picks up the tray, turns on his tail, and just beelines out of there. Like, you see a couple people trying to like hand back cups to them, and just immediately blowing them off and just walks out. And oh no, sorry.
Did you guys see that robot?
This is why I bring my own flask. I pull a flask out of one of the hidden pockets in my cloak and just sip it, pondering exactly what just happened.
I don't know. I'm just over here like they need to hire some better wait staff.
So the captain wants to see us.
Do we stay in our
Well, he did say after the party though.
Yeah.
So, but that kind of sucks because now we're gonna not be able to enjoy the party. So can we leave this early and meet with him now?
I don't know if he'd be ready for us.
As you guys are
What do you
saying
wanna do
that,
in the meantime,
a familiar figure comes walking out of like how so basically picture it's a big warehouse, and there are those like back offices up in the top that can kind of look down over the warehouse floor. Out of like the back offices there, and then walking over like the captain's catwalk, captain's walk catwalk over the warehouse, is a figure that looks familiar to you. You again, the same place you last saw him was with Siege. His hair is more well kempt and clasped behind his head. His beard is not a frazzled thing from war. It is a trimmed mustache and goatee. And he's walking with a cane, the head of which is the Gorgon head of House Caneth. And for those of you who are new to D&D, the Gorgons are these big metallic bull creatures that have like this gunmetal steel for their flesh.
but they're called Gorgons. Like,
They're called Gorgons because they breathe out a mist that turns people to stone. But this is the
but they look like minotaurs.
no, they look like actual bulls. Like picture an actual normal bull just covered with good play here. Actually, I can do this real quick.
Sorry.
No worries. I just realized I have a visual medium which I can share stuff with. I might as well use the visual media to do this.
There you go.
I approve of this idea.
I'll just be hot in the meantime.
Hashtag Damien is hot.
I'll just be. I'll be the innocent, not so innocent imp over here.
I'll just spell Damien wrong.
Thanks.
Nope. That's not what I need to do. This is what I need to do. So this is the Gorgon symbol.
Yes.
Just picture that in like a gunmetal gray and with glowing green eyes, and that is basically on the banner of everything for House Gorgon.
And they walk backwards.
No, that is just the way they are rampant on the heraldry of this picture.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry.
No, and as he walks up to the edge of the catwalk and stands over everyone, he goes, "Friends, family, comrades, people who have suffered through so much with us all. Thank you for taking this time to spend it in remembrance of the homeland we have lost. Some of you are from Seer, some of you only spent a brief time there, but I thank you all for coming to this day to honor them. Please, eat, drink, be merry." And there's, polite applause. And again, leaning heavily on the cane, he walks back into the offices that are up there and retreats away. So you guys have the rest of the party ahead of you, or you can try to sneak up and see him earlier. What do you guys want to do? The reins are off. It is up to you.
I mean, I see little mini pizzas over there, like little bagel pizzas, the medieval bagel
yeah.
pizzas. So
Those
I kind of want to grab
delicacies?
like,
Ooh.
let me just grab a bite, and then we'll
Just
try to sneak
a
up.
bite.
I'll try to sneak up. I don't know about y'all.
We'll say they're it's a Syrian delicacy. They're Syrian flatbreads.
Yes.
Yeah, tiny little flatbreads.
Fine.
With pork belly,
Ooh.
grilled pork belly on it.
Good
Such
like
a
Medieval
delicacy.
bagel pizzas.
Medieval bagel pizzas, yes.
Look,
So
When doth pizza is upon a bagel,
Thou canst eat pizza.
at any which hour.
there was a schism. There's a schism among the Sirens. Some chose to put it on a more salted bagely dough. Others enclosed them inside a pocket of dough.
raviolis.
The Totino's family versus the Bagel Bite family will forever go down in history.
Okay, please tell me we could do an offshoot Romeo and Juliet featuring those two families.
Look, I know now at least two of you have backup characters if somebody dies.
Fair. So I guess while y'all are having Siren tiny flatbread bagel pizza thingies,
Tallulah and I bond
Yeah,
over
Tallulah,
Siren
over the
pizza
pizzas.
flatbread bagel things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
This is
go,
how we become friends.
blend into the crowd a little bit.
one.
Got you, bro. Okay, yeah.
It's gonna hang back here.
Okay.
Bez is
Yeah, I'm
gonna
Get the vibe.
be. Bez is gonna go incognito in the
I'm
crowd.
gonna go blend into the crowd and do a little people watching as the party continues.
So give me either a stealth check or an insight check.
What is that? Is that 6 or no? That's 9.
That's
so
a
9
15.
plus 6, 15. Yep.
All right, yeah, absolutely. You know, it's you're already looking like an elven person, so like you're not going about in your changeling form, which even though there has been many strides over the years, you know, they're still seen as suspicious. And changelings are you know, going to, you know, replace your family in the night kind of thing. It's a terrible stereotype, but it still is a thing, unfortunately. But you managed to go about. Is there anything in particular you're looking to do, or is it just experiencing the culture of Seer?
Experiencing the culture of Seer, and also just kind of keeping an eye out for anything out of the ordinary, because I'm an overly suspicious individual.
That I will make you do an insight check for.
You said insight?
Yes.
Okay. 9.
Nothing's really sticking out to you.
Oh, hi, Ava.
Yes, welcome in, Raiders. Nothing's really sticking out to you tonight. It's more of just, you know, again, it's there's that weird tension of everyone is trying to force the happy for this. Everyone wants to be exuberant and enjoying the, you know, Seer and remembering Seer proper. But it's only been 5 years and the entire nation is gone. If you had family in Seer, it was destroyed. House Caneth, who is, you know, the Court's house and the Dragonmark house that does all the construction and creation of things, and in fact are the ones who made the Warforged race, had a split in among their house, where half of the house capital was in Sharn and in Breland, where you guys are currently, and the other half was in Seer. So when Cord mentions, you know, friends, family, and our loss, it is very much likely that Cord was born and raised in Seer, and a bunch of the people around us were had the same. And 5 years ago, their entire homeland is gone. So you can feel that tension, and that's kind of you know, fucking with your mojo on being able to read people, because everyone has that like is oscillating from between, you know, I haven't had a Seer and flatbread proper in years, to, you know, I remember my Nona making this in her little village that's probably gone now.
Aw. No, I'm sad.
Well, I mean, it's a sad day.
This flatbread's really good, though.
It really is. I'm like crying into this flatbread.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do before you guys sneak off to go meet with Cord?
Is the Warforged is just gone, right? Like they booked it and we weren't able to see them.
You see Siege occasionally, but they're always on the second floor, and they're always kind of circling around where those offices are. It's basically, you remember Siege was acting as Cord's bodyguard 5 years ago. They're probably still Cord's bodyguard, and they're basically trying to make sure that he's okay.
Okay. Are we able to look around and see if there's anybody else that looks familiar from the train?
Give me a perception or a history check, please.
And now which do I do? Perception?
It's perception or history. Your
I can
choice.
aid.
Yep, absolutely. So you can roll with advantage.
Yeah, because I don't have any. I only have like one perception.
I can roll 4.
Perception. I could
I have
probably
5.
2.
Oh yeah, roll for me then, because yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Dang.
Thank you.
Yeah. I see everything.
While we're eating our pizzas,
Yeah, while you're eating your
notices.
your
Sorry,
Syrian
my bad.
flatbreads
So my bad, my Syrian flatbreads.
of the Bagel family of Syrian flatbreads.
Wait. Is the Loxley family here too? Loxley and Miguel. Can't miss.
Loxleys are an offshoot of the Bagels.
Robin of Loxley.
Thank you.
There are no one. I'll give you this because you got a 20, by the way, for people who cannot see the rolls at home. Tallulah rolled a 20 on her perception check. There's no one too famous here. There's a couple of minor people of note that you would recognize from around Sharn, and even as being like dispossessed from Seer, and putting in positions. But you can put it together with that role. Anyone who is of a greater sense of being a noble and everything like that probably is at a very similar party, much higher up in Sharn, higher up in the towers. Okay. This is the middle management party. This is not the the Met Gala. No. Where people are showing up dressed as the nation of Seer in weird costumes and things like that. This is definitely
C-list here.
Absolutely. If that, probably closer to D through F list.
Yeah.
We're on the list?
You're
on
not.
A-list.
Yes. Wait.
Not.
So yeah, I'll give you guys that. Anything else anybody wants to do before you guys, make your way to the back?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Damien?
What?
All right, anything
I'm
you're
gonna
doing
sneak
before
a
you go
couple
on?
more.
Oh, I'm ready when you guys are.
I'm just sneaking a couple more of these flatbreads into the pockets of my cloak.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, I got you.
Munchies properly procured. You guys head up, make your way to the back. Head up to the back stairs, and Siege nods you through. Okay. And you enter, again, like in kind of in tandem with, there's no one too famous or too rich at this party. There's no, this is not the office of like a Fortune 500 company. This is the office of somebody who puts in long hours and probably sleeps in this office more often than not. It is cluttered. There's a bunch of different, arcane diagrams across the walls, half formed. There's a suit of armor in the corner that is just covered in runes and half disassembled. And you see, again, much closer, Cord standing up and walking over to you, And as he walks over to you, you see opposite the armor in the corner of the office is that device that you guys helped disarm on the train those 5 years ago. And he quickly ushers you in. Friends, thank you for attending. Please, come in, come in. I know there was refreshments outside, but can I get you a drink? Is there anything you guys need?
Maybe some
I'll just take
Didn't
some
you
water.
lose your legs?
water. Anya, you can't just ask that.
Before I
mean-
forgot, I wanted to make sure I got it out of the way here.
Okay.
You didn't find a lighter, did you?
I can get you one if you need one, but no, I didn't.
But
But
I'm all set now. It's okay. It's anyway, not important.
To be fair, we were all thinking it.
I assume that I don't have to,
Just had to check.
pardon the pun, stand on pretense with you all.
No,
As
but
he
nice.
he gives a nod, and Siege kind of closes off the door to the office and draws some curtains across the main windows, and he kind of like hops himself up onto his desk and looks like he's like scratching his like the back of his calf and thing, and just disconnects the bottom of one of his legs and then disconnects the other. And as they come out of the pant legs, you see that his legs look very much like Warforged legs up to the knee. And as he disconnects and sets them down, you see that, again, he has these trails when you're up close of his dragon mark coming above his collar. And they were faintly glowing. But as he puts the legs down and kind of like rubs the actual, stumps of his legs, that fades to being the dull, like, thing. And you guys get the feeling that Cord is an artificer, but Cord's magic comes from his mark. So Cord essentially is powering these legs in order to walk around and, function. But again, there are times when it's just easier to relax.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool nonetheless.
Yeah, right.
Dystopia. I mean,
Can I steal them?
What?
Give me a
Let's
sleight of
steal
hand
man's
check with
leg.
disadvantage because they're literally right in front of him.
Oh my god. That's supposed to be
Not
our
right
job.
now.
Tess.
Well, again, they're going to be right in front of him.
Wait. Can you guys want to give me a hand? Quick? There you go.
I swear to God.
Like, both of us are just like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm
Look,
laughing.
Look,
I'm
nobody judges
pondering
you
it
guys
for
on your
a,
collections, okay?
I'm pondering it for a
Listen,
split second.
Are
but
you really still that bitter over the raptor teeth thing?
I thought it was cool.
Hides one of the raptor teeth that she has woven into her hair behind her neck.
Whatever. Well, fine. But you still owe me
Oh.
for them. Crap.
Oh,
Anyway, go ahead. Fine, I'll deal with the legs later.
So one longing glance towards those legs later, Cord, as you basically, again, it's clear he spends a lot of his time in this office. So he's got his desk right over where the windows are. That's where the armor is and like that. You see a cot in the back corner from where you guys would have come in, but there's also like a couple of chairs, a sofa kind of situation. Like he can receive people here. As just basically, again, you think that Cord may have an apartment somewhere in Sharn. Cord does not spend time in the apartment in Sharn. Cord basically lives here.
his home away from home.
But as he's kind of like sitting there, he goes, "Thank you. Just please have a seat. Again, do you need refreshments?"
just water.
And Siege will basically brings over a pitcher and starts filling up cups for you guys. I thank you for
Are we
coming.
allowed to smoke?
Be my guest. And he reaches over and tosses you an arcane lighter.
Ooh.
So it's basically it is two twisted dragons, one made out of gold, one made out of like a blood red metal, and that when you
It's perfect.
when you squeeze them together, it looks like they are either kissing or fighting, and a flame pops up between them.
To bleed
Ooh,
for
that's-
this. Great. Thank you.
That's a concerning statement. Still, I hope you remember me.
Of course.
Clearly, Anya does.
You left
Well,
quite an
yeah.
impression, to be honest.
It's kind of
I know
hard to
everybody.
forget.
I know all.
And I hope these past 5 years have been kind. I have made a modest living myself. Being dragon marked has its perks.
It's like this place cost you an arm and
Yeah,
It's Max. Jamie.
Swear to God, Damien.
yeah, right. Tallulah's eyes just widen, these bright gray eyes. Just like, don't you do it.
That is somewhat refreshing to be around people who don't try to avoid them. That being said, I wish I could say that I was asking you here just to catch up on old times. I have a proposition for you, and I need your help.
Oh boy.
okay.
There have been some raids on my warehouse these past couple of months, and they seem targeted. They've gone past more expensive items to try to break into this very office. I'm by no means a great inventor, but I do have one thing I've created. And he reaches up his hand, and you see, like, hanging from the roof of this office, or the ceiling of this office, there are, like, straps to, like, hang, like kind of like how, like a body shop, like, pulling up the engine on something, and some, like, chains and straps. Those are kind of all over this office, and you see that he uses them for a different purpose. He pulls himself up and, you know, like, basically kind of lopes over to where the device from the train 5 years ago was, and basically rests himself, like, in a chair nearby it. I believe they have been searching for this. This is a prototype. It may change things, and I don't know if it's for the better.
Sounds a little bit dramatic, but what do you need from us?
I believe I have insight into who is doing these raids. Are any of you familiar with House Tarkinen?
Let me see some.
I've heard the name. Not much beyond that.
Actually, give me history checks for everyone.
Okay.
No
gonna
relation
go ahead and say
to,
no.
to House Bagel.
No, I.
No relation to House Miguel.
Give me
And-
10 minutes for my die to roll.
It's true. We need to get you real dice.
I have a real die. I put it somewhere. Do you know why this would be going so slowly?
Somehow I hit a 14. Okay.
No, I had a
I
7.
got an 11.
All right. So out of those, again, yeah, Vez is probably the one who's heard of them. You
Sorry.
you don't know that. It sounds like, you know, House Harkonnen from Dune, but it's actually House Harkonnen with a T. They
Like with the dragons?
that's Targaryen. House Tarkonnen is
Sorry.
a 13th dragon marked house. There are only 12 dragon marks, but there are 13 Dragon Mark houses. And it's an unofficial house because it doesn't have like a business attached to it. Where House Caneth has the mark of making and fixes and builds. And House Jurasco has the mark of healing and, repairs people. And House Deneth has the mark of warding and protects. And House Civis has the mark of communication, scribing, and can talk over long distances. House Tarkanen is made up of the dispossessed, those with aberrant dragon marks. Blood red dragon marks that are corrupted. They have banded together to, for the 14, all you get is that it's House Tarkanen. They call themselves a dragon mark house, but they are made up of aberrant marked people.
Quote unquote bad marks.
The quote unquote bad marks, very true.
So
The ones
who knows that though? Who had the
that
14?
was Vez.
As-
Vez, do you share that with the party, or do you try to keep that under wraps?
I'll share it with the party.
All right. So as Vez explains that, Cord nods and illumines a little bit more of, they operated during the last war. They started off as being more guerrillas and fighters, then becoming more organized. It is a little known fact that over the past 10 or so years, the number of aberrant marked individuals has grown exponentially. They have found more and more banding to their cause. I believe they are searching for this because this device can identify those with dragon marks.
My eyes get really, really big, and I kind of settle a little bit into my seat and pull my hood up over my head a little bit more than it was before. And I kind of cross my arms and just go,
Yeah.
How?
Allow me to demonstrate. And he reaches
you
over
no. You can
and
just explain.
turns the dial on top of it. And his own mark starts glowing brightly.
I pull my cloak up just a little bit more.
I will need stealth checks from both Anya and Tallulah.
That is dope as hell, but I don't like it.
I'm afraid. Yeah, no, there's no way.
Oh, fuck.
There's no way.
Shining-
No, we're in this together, Anya.
Oh, the goddamn one. Are you shitting me?
Shining like halos from behind Anya's head and Tallulah's. Anya's glows the deep blue purple, the same as Cord's. But both of them are eclipsed by the glaring blood red glow coming from Tallulah.
And she just kind of does that big, toothy, like the little fanged smile, like, what are you looking at?
How do I
What?
get one?
Oh my god.
I'll do this so I can grab this real quick while I'm vamping.
It sounds like dope sauce. I want glowing tattoos.
Mild.
Not all
panic
it's
coming
cracked up to
Yeah,
be, I
no.
promise.
No. Mild panic. I just find it interesting we both had it on the back of our heads.
Trust me, it was
Hitman style?
It was definitely something where you guys
fucking
were
love
both
you.
talking to me about, and I'm like, wait a minute. As an example of what they look like,
Oh, cool.
you hear the cock of a crossbow, and Siege is starting to wheel on Tallulah, and literally, oh god, this is gonna look so stupid, and I apologize. As they start to wheel over to Tallulah, Cord snatches up one of his legs. His mark flares and it realigns itself, and a bolt of fire comes launching out of it to smack the crossbow out of Siege's hand.
I want that leg.
It's not
I want the leg too.
Well, there's 2 of them, dude.
Well, now I'm just thankful for the leg, okay?
Right?
Siege. If she was one of them, this would have been a much different conversation. I apologize for my friends. They can get overzealous
No.
in my protection.
Understandable. I'm probably not the best one to be trusted at all times. No, I get it.
Turns the dial down and your marks stop glowing again. And as he does that, he sighs and like stretches his legs out and then thunks back on, and like literally as the leg connects with the stump, you see his mark glow and like runes flash down the leg, and then like kind of wiggles the 2 toes at the end. And then steps on it, like hops over, grabs his other leg and puts it on as well.
Need help?
I've got it, but thank you. So that may help in the long run.
Okay.
Buddy, no. Sorry, Arius, but no. I believe that the people who are attacking us are members of the Eyes of the Tyrant. The Eyes of the Tyrant are a mercenary group who focus on using offensive magic. It's a lesser known nickname, but the Tyrant is a nickname of the Beholder. For those of you who are new to D&D, they are large,
Like those big eyeball things?
Big eyeball things, exactly.
Yo, what's up? I'm a nerd.
And
Sorry.
all of those eyeballs shoot out different rays that do different things.
Oh, hail.
Dude,
They
Sorry.
they call themselves the Eyes of the Tyrant because in the fog of war during battle, their units would basically look like a beholder, constantly firing off rays at different colors and different ranges. It has come to my attention that the Eyes of the Tyrant are a front for House Tarkanin, who also use the beholder as their sigil, as my family uses the Gorgon. I could not approach this man, but there is a contact in the Undercity. I ask you to investigate. If they get their hands on this, again, the best they could do is identify other aberrant marked, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, except for what they use them for.
And what do they primarily use them for?
Assassins.
Haha.
I mean, you gotta make a living, right?
Amen.
I am all for making a living. I am not for abducting goblin children and forcing them to use their aberrant mark to kill.
Okay, that I'm a little less okay with.
I am aware of the stigma against them from the primary houses. I fully admit that I was raised to despise them myself, but I have... No, it sounds even worse if I say that out loud. I can't say I have workers and friends who are aberrant marked. That's just wrong. I have seen the humanity and the personhood of those afflicted with the marks. They cannot control who gain their marks as much as I could control me gaining the mark of making. but I ask
Sure.
that you find who is attributing this, and I ask you to dissuade them. How you dissuade them, I will leave up to you. I just need them to not be attacking my warehouse, endangering my workers, stealing my goods, and not getting this device. I don't even have a name for it yet. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands.
So, what? We go talk to this contact, tell him to cut it out, and then what?
No, I ask you to deal with the contact. Either scare them to the point where they will no longer think of us a threat, find something else they want more and give it to them, or remove them entirely from the equation.
Can we
Yeah.
name the machine the Marco Polo?
Ugh. I mean,
Why do I
Not
talk to you
it-
people?
familiar with that
If you
incantation.
don't, I'm leaving right now.
oh my god.
I am not
I'll take my ball
familiar
and go home.
with that arcane incantation, but if that is amenable to you, sure. The patent will be something
is,
completely different.
What are
what
we getting out of this?
Good question.
I do have some discretionary funds for hiring outside guards. Upon completion of this and proof that they will not become a hazard later on, you will each receive 50 gold galleons.
Okay.
I mean, all right.
So,
Is there any?
hold on.
Hmm.
You clearly have access to awfully cool gadgets and things. What if your gold doesn't interest me? I can get gold. We can find gold. We can get jobs. We're good at what we do.
Damien.
No, let's see where he's going with this.
All right.
Give me
So,
all right. Give me a deception, an intimidation, or a persuasion check regarding how you're doing this. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to say deception because I, as a DM, know your guys' past 5 years have not been a lot of very, very lucrative. Intimidation is to show off the muscles, and persuasion is the more convince them, hey, there's more you can give us. So you get to choose which one you want. But
All
you
of
have
us or just Damien?
just Damien. Damien's the one talking. But Damien, you have to tell me which skill
What?
you're using.
what are my options again?
Deception,
Sorry.
persuasion, or intimidation.
This should be fun.
Let's do intimidation.
Okay,
I have a +3.
give me that roll.
Oops. Yeah, no, that's about right.
So yeah, Damien
This game is
totally.
obnoxiously accurate.
Damien does the whole thing where he crosses his arms and then is clearly using his thumbs to kind of push up his muscles. I will allow this. I have some time on my schedule to do some discretionary
What can I
enchantments.
do to get your leg?
I need that.
His leg breathes fire.
Pretty sure he
Damien.
uses
Damien?
it like a wand.
Pretty sure for you it would just be a leg.
Yeah.
Damien, you see him reach out his hand. The lighter he gave you snaps back into his hand. He then uses it. He then clicks it, and it breathes fire again. and like the same thing as the as the leg did, stops, spins it around, and then clicks it against himself, and the fire that spreads over him cleans up his shirt and mends it slightly. And he lets go and says, "It is not the leg that breathes the fire. It is more an instrument of my power." And he flicks it back to you. "I will allow this. In place of the 50 gold reward, I will allow a minor enchanted item."
Deal.
I mean, I was gonna say that sounds fair. That sounds pretty good. I want the gold.
I'll take the gold. I'll stick with the gold.
So yes,
Damien can do what he wants.
it'll be on completion.
They can have they can split my share if you want to do that too.
No. I'll be using these 50 gold for material components for the enchantment. I'm basically just giving it to you at cost as opposed to charging you for my time and expertise. That being said, it'll be on completion of the job.
Good. Everyone else good?
Good.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly will this contact be looking for? Any type of person in particular? Anyone with a particular vibe to them?
Well, as a reminder, they are a mercenary group. And they'd probably be looking for other people with aberrant marks. He lifts up a crystal that he had. I was going to give one of you a false mark, but it appears I do not need to do so.
Oh.
I have an idea. I'll take the false mark.
Okay.
What do I do for changing faces? Is it just to say I change shape?
Yeah, just
into...
an action. Yeah, you basically, as an action, get to change to anybody.
So actually, wouldn't it make more sense if I got the mark because you can just change into somebody with the mark?
Actually, that's a good question.
So, roll okay, do you voice this in front of Cord, or are you just thinking this for yourselves?
Wait, well, I mean, if Vez already said it in front of
Okay.
Cord, then not
then-
Cord.
Not Cord yet. I'm not the Rock Man from Thor.
Hey, I got these fake tattoos. You want to put them on?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god, I love it.
Damn it.
I love Korg.
So, I assume you rippled your appearance when you mentioned getting the aberrant mark, Vez. Is that correct or no?
Yeah, I flipped back into my Victor form because he was a well-known mercenary for a while.
Well, I apologize. I knew you as Victor. Did you have a different name that you prefer?
Vez. Sorry.
No, my apologies for not learning it. While Vez could give themselves the appearance of an aberrant mark, they would not be able to make it glow or react to any type of detection magic. This should pass both of those tests. Whether that be Vez or you, not all of you need an aberrant mark. After all, I've only prepared one crystal. But it is up to you who gets it. If you still want it, that is.
Well, my stealth sucks. If that makes any difference.
Well, it'd be more
I mean,
of...
like,
Sorry.
say, would it help?
I feel like I'm the most convincing to pull it off here, given the whole
yeah,
shape-shifting
absolutely, 'cause
thing.
it's kind of your bag, baby. Yeah.
I do have another question for Cord, though. I meant to ask earlier and
Certainly.
spaced because what are they stealing from you?
That's the problem. They're not. They are breaking into the warehouse,
Looking for something.
attempting to get to my office, and then being rebuffed either by siege or other guards I have stationed here.
And they're looking for your device.
They are bypassing my stores of material to get to my office. And the only thing of import in this office is me and this device. And they have not tried to kidnap me yet. Yes, Damien.
Do you need that device for anything?
It's kind of become my life's work. I will present it when it's ready to...
That's super duper swell. But you said that this could pretty much destroy, everything if in the wrong hands. Have you maybe considered not making that?
That was an earlier prototype. I've used much less volatile components in building this one.
Uh-huh. So why do they want it?
Because if they are, in actuality, a front for House Tarkanen, they are trying to find others with aberrant marks. And with this, they, as was demonstrated here, they could make that happen. Plus, if you say turn this on inside a crowded plaza, and people who had successfully hidden their aberrant marks were suddenly outed, they'd have nowhere else to turn to but to this family.
So the good reason to have this device is what?
What do you know of the Draconic prophecies?
Do I want me to roll a history or something?
You can roll a history check if you want to, or you can just stare him blankly in the face if you want to. It is completely up to you.
I'm rolling a history.
Okay.
Tallulah's just over here in the corner, just sitting in a comfy on a
I've heard a few
couch,
things.
just chilling,
You,
as watching this.
you have heard somebody you were drinking once babble about it in there before they passed out from blood loss. The Draconic prophecies are the belief that the magic of the world is ever present. It has always been and always will be. And there are certain symbologies to the Draconic prophecies.
Lou, why does this sound like
symbology
something you
there.
were talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon marks are part of the Draconic prophecies. The same mark that adorns my skin has been on the sides of, has formed naturally into the sides of mountains that have the richest veins of ore within them. The dragon mark is a symbol. If we can research it, if we can connect them, we might be able to look deeper into their magics. This could let us search that.
I feel like we're kind of getting caught up in the details. We could just go find this guy and go do the thing.
Go do
True.
the thing.
Like, I don't mean to break the movie or anything, but have you thought about not having the MacGuffin? I mean, come on.
I'm willing to
Yeah,
pay
so
people.
let's-
I'm willing to pay
let's go
people
do
so
the
I
thing.
can get to keep the MacGuffin.
Yeah,
That's
fine,
really what
let's
it
go do
comes
the
down.
thing. Well, it's a good thing that I want, the artifacts. Let's get out of here. Let's go do the thing.
He
Titans,
gives
go.
he gives you the name of a bar in the Undercity, called the Root and Bloom. That is made in basically a fallen over tree that somehow got shoved inside, basically built into one of the towers.
That sounds dope.
That does sound pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And says that your contact is a shifter by the name of Snarl.
His name is actually Snarl.
He may not have chosen that himself, but shifter names tend to be more of the visceral rage and slash and things like that.
Looks
So-
over at Bez. Yours is not like that.
Sounds very edgy.
Yeah, this is Snarl. This is my cousin Lear. Sorry, go ahead.
You make like honestly, part of the whole thing is making. Sometimes it's making silly names that you know we made fun of because making silly names is part of the game.
I'm sorry, Carl.
Does he have a cousin named Eviscerate?
Carnage.
To my knowledge, he is the main recruiter for the Sharn faction of the Eyes of the Tyrant.
Yeah.
Tap through the fight. Sorry.
Fighting the whole time.
And after
Alright,
that, he
so-
he lets you. He,
All right,
he
so
says,
what do you guys want to do? Put our hands in a circle and say, ready, set, let's go.
Just look at him. I'm like, let's just go.
Yeah, cool. That's my idea too. Let's do the thing.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, peace. See you later, Lieutenant Dan.
"Wow."
What, is he there now? Are we able to go now?
It's a bar. We can at least wait.
That's fair.
Yeah, you guys are basically you're free to handle this however you want to handle this, and I will levy the consequences appropriately.
Okay. How about we do some recon first and see when this dude arrives?
I was gonna say how do we do that? How do we go about that? I want to see
So
what
tell-
his pattern is.
Okay. So I guess what we're looking for are going to be stealth checks. Let's do a group stealth check.
Okay.
And the way it works
Why
is
does one-
Yeah, group stealth.
everyone rolls me a stealth check, and you need more successes than failures.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Everything good.
I'm glad you guys all
Good.
were great with that because my stealth was just the worst.
All the pizza bagels.
Yeah.
I know I ate too many pizza bagels. I ate too many searing flatbreads.
Wait, did you forget my pizza breads? Big.
No, I got like 15 of them in my pockets, dude.
Can I go snack? They
Here.
picked me up.
No, here, take like 5. It'll lighten me up a bit. Lighten my load.
You guys make your way down the lifts, which are actually
Walking
giant.
fast.
No, we're not making our way downtown yet. Making our way.
Wow, I was like, I hope that didn't pick up.
Which are actually like levels of force that just and slowly go lower down to lower levels, and that happens for the first 2 or 3 levels down that you go. Then they are wooden lifts. Then they're a rickety lift.
Is this how we got in here in the first place?
You guys are Middle City. You guys basically have been residing mainly. They're essentially, if you picture Sharn as this city of giant mile-high towers, there are 4 main districts. There is the Undercity, which is the ones that are like on the ground and beneath everything. There is Middle City, which is basically just the actually somewhat civilized parts of Sharn. There's Upper City, which is like the richer, more well-to-do, and then there's the Skyway, which is literally a floating disc of magical force and clouds, floating like 300 feet above the towers.
Thank you.
Welcome. I help.
Okay. So you guys are going deep, deep down. Giggity.
Damien.
The DM said it.
The voice in your head said it.
Voice in Damien's
What?
head says lots of things.
Yeah, it totally does. I'm starting to figure this out.
The trick is getting it to shut up. Anyway, sorry.
It is a small and cramped bar. It's got a dozen or so patrons.
What?
Yes?
Why is Zordon in the bar?
Because that's what the AI decided was going to be there. When I said meet a warlock in a bar, this is what it came out with. But I've
it.
decided that is a dryad.
That is not technically incorrect for Zordon, actually.
Fair.
But that's fine.
I've decided that it's a dryad who lives in this wooden tree, and she flows in and out of it, serving drinks, cleaning up, yelling at people, and occasionally throwing people out.
I approve.
Give me perception or insight.
All of us?
Yep. Anyone who's going to be in this bar.
There we go.
Woo!
How well lit is the bar?
Was it bad? Like good bad?
Apparently it's too dark for Damien.
Well, no, that's not true.
No, okay. It is just
Not
lit.
for me, anyway.
It is just lit enough that it fucks with your dark vision.
Damn it. Touche.
But everyone else can very easily see that there's like a section of the bar that no one quite goes to. And it's literally like the corner booth of the bar, and sitting in it is a large shifter, and I did not grab a picture. Give me 1 second.
Guy looks shifty as fuck.
Oh.
Yup.
Think maybe that's who we gotta poke.
Probably.
That is
One
not
sec,
what I
barmaid!
need. What do you want?
Wait, I wasn't told we had to poke anybody.
I love it. What do you want? That's what I hear.
Hey, Damien, I thought you'd be all on board for that.
Yeah, we'll all go. Up.
Don't you pop
Up, 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 up.
What kind of whiskeys exist here?
What kind of whiskey do you want to exist?
Keith, can we smoke in the bar?
No, it's a fucking tree.
True.
Some honey whiskey, some kind of honey whiskey.
I'm gonna step outside.
Steps outside. Literally steps outside. He literally got
Explains his 5 perception check.
Invite me on a stool.
So this
Shifters are
is
really
what
cool.
a shifter looks like. Everyone would know this. Just how like changelings have been bred with doppelgangers and other type of phase shifters over the years. The shifters have been bred with lycanthropes. So they're not all the way human. They're not all the way were creature. But they are somewhere in between. And clearly Snarl is trying to play that up. His jacket is covered with a bunch of random teeth of beasts and fang. He's got a fur trimming to it. You can tell from looking at him he tends to be thicker, very stocky, probably of the ursoid variety. So what's known as a beast hide shifter, who is basically something that is akin to werebears and those kind of creatures.
Yeah, bear. You're ursoid.
And you can tell that he is enjoying as many drinks as he wants, and that no one is really messing with him. Some people will occasionally come up and talk to him, and he will send them away. Some are happy when they get sent away. Some look sad. Some look terrified.
I'll walk up.
As you are walking up, I will say that Anya gets a glass of. You said honey, so we'll give a good hometown Brelish honey, because the symbol of the country of Breland is the bear, and in fact, during the last war, the cavalry of Breland rode bears into battle.
That's cool.
Perfect. Love it.
So there's basically a giant steel shot bottle put down in front of you to pour in a shot of honey whiskey that looks more syrupy than liquid.
It's
Oh my
definitely
God.
just honey alcohol. There you go.
While you
I
guys
fill
are
my flask with this.
geeking out over that, I go with Tallulah.
Okay, Anya, give me 5 silver off your thing. If you need to convert, 1 gold equals 10 silver. So if you need to burn a gold, give yourself 5 silver back. Because I will say this is the good stuff.
Mead. Yes, mead.
It's like meat on steroids. Now, Vez, where did Victor get the aberrant mark? Is it someplace very prominent, or is it someplace that is normally hidden by clothing, and that can be revealed if needed?
Let's say left hand covered under a glove and a wrap.
Okay.
Your hands are gonna get so sweaty.
It's not like they burn.
I know, but underneath that much stuff, it's gonna get sweaty. I'm just.
No, it's a light wrap. It gives some airflow, you know.
It's breathable.
But you said gloves too.
Yeah, you got some airflow going between the glove and the skin. You know, you got some loose material. You know.
Vez, refresh your screen. Refresh your character sheet. You should now have the Illuminator's tattoo, which will be how we enact your aberrant mark.
Where would that be?
It should be under your equipment. It should be actually attuned to you if you scroll down beneath your equipment.
Oh, ho, ho, okay.
So I will say that when you are using those abilities, it glows, and that can be, you know, how you're going to use that. It is not going to be the full permanent version. This will fade after a couple of days, but this will at least get you in to where you need to go.
Sounds good to me.
What do you want?
We're looking for a shifter. Who might
Yeah.
be our contact.
Yeah, broken shifter. Down, just to kind of clarify, because I realized I did say contact before. The contact isn't somebody like it is literally the contact for the people you're trying to join. So this guy has nothing to do with Cord at all. This is the guy who is working for the organization that is hitting Cord's warehouse.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I'm under.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to clarify that because I realized that I could have come off the other way.
Yeah.
You
So
found
now I don't know what to
That's-
actually say. Ha!
you found a shifter.
Do you mind if we sit? We're not that noisy.
It's my table. It's my bar.
Oh, you own this bar?
Near enough.
Lovely place you got here.
Thanks.
It is. It is very unique.
Why are you bothering
do you have
me?
drinks like your do you have drinks like your accent muddled?
Ah.
My
She just
accent's
hangs-
very strong. It's just a fantasy accent. Go fuck yourself. You don't know where I'm from. I don't know where I'm from. Go fuck yourself.
Love it.
I'm sorry.
Shoo
Do you have
Damien
any
away
water?
to go
Yeah.
drink some of the honey mead with
I
Anya.
grab Damien by the ear and I drag him away. Like the adults are talking. Let's go. Come on.
For anyone
Come on.
drinking this meat on steroids, I need a Constitution saving throw.
I'm just sipping on it, bro. But okay.
No, thank
Where do I do that? Just
If
on
you
the
go to your
Constitution?
on your saving throws to the left, You see, it should say saving throws, and then it should be con is the bottom one of the 6 in the little cluster, the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
So just click on the
Okay.
number next to con.
Ah.
Ooh.
I'm
You can
good. See, I'm
hold
I'm
her
just
liquor.
sipping. Sipping
Yeah,
on honey.
Anya's fine. Vez, you said you had some?
No.
Oh, they said. Oh, my apologies. I thought you said you went over to add some. You just going
No,
over
I
to
was
So she-
I was shooing
Oh.
Damien away to go
Oh,
drink some.
gotcha.
The barmaid sold us the entire bottle, though, right?
I will say yes with the 5 silver.
Okay.
You guys got bottle service. As soon as she saw you pouring some into your flask, she decided that you had bought the bottle and charged
Okay.
you and charged you as such.
Good, because that was my assumption also, and that's why I filled my flask with it. So okay. If you set a bottle down in front of me, I'm going to,
So Snarl is a recruiter.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
a
what I'm
recruiter for the
understanding?
Eyes of the Tyrant, which is a mercenary group of wand slingers, basically people who know enough magic to throw magical fire in a battlefield.
Yeah.
And Cord believes that the Eyes of the Tyrant are a front for House Tarkinen.
Oh, okay. Shall I go grab you a drink or something? My treat.
If you're paying, I'm not gonna say no.
Anything in particular?
Daisy knows what I like.
Gotcha. Be right back. No. Go talk to Daisy. I think it's cute. Her name's Daisy.
She. Fuck it.
Daisy,
I already came up with one liquor. I'm not gonna come up with another tonight. She pulls out another bottle of the, again, like you don't know if it's like a gimmick of the brewery or if it's just like repurposed, like, like barding armor for the bear cavalry, but it's like the bottles come like wrapped in armor.
I love it.
And
How much do they weigh?
I'm gonna say a good 2 pounds.
Okay.
And she pours a glass and like melds down into the bar, and her hand is just sticking up as she slides along the bar and goes to his table and slides it over to him.
Cool. Oh,
That's a neat trick.
I'll head back, so I'm gonna subtract.
Subtract 5 silver. We'll say it's not 5 silver. It's
Well,
not 5 copper.
Okay. Well, I have only gold at the moment, so.
So the copper breaks down into, so you'll have 9 silver, 5 copper after that.
Okay.
Play D&D, kids. It helps you do math real quick in your head. He takes it, nods, and then knocks back half of it, and then starts sipping the rest.
Okay. All good?
Oh, good. You can still get the fuck away from me, but yeah.
So,
We were
No,
we were looking for work and heard you were the guy to talk to.
What kind of work you looking for?
The kind that pays.
Who are you to be looking for my kind of work?
I use thaumaturgy to have my voice be on the other side of him, saying, we heard on the wind.
Give me persuasion or intimidate, depending on which way you're going with it.
Both of us, or just
No, I
Tallulah?
do not even persuade hat for shit.
Well, Tallulah's got to be the one to make the roll, because she's the
Oh.
one that did the action.
Yeah.
I will say I will give Tallulah advantage for this.
Okay. Do I roll again?
Because just roll again straight, because Vez is helping.
We're good.
Yeah, you are.
Good.
Seems
Give a slight
What's that?
elbow to Vez,
High
like,
score.
thanks.
So what does that mean? Does that mean you broke it?
Yes. Yes, she did.
Yes, I broke
He smiles at it, and you notice his eyes flick over to beneath your jawline and at your temple. So you get that he clocks that you probably have an aberrant mark, because he knows the tricks to hide them. And as he sits forward and stretches, like he definitely has like the shirt that's got way too many buttons on buttons for it. And as it falls open, you see very prominently displayed on his chest is a blood red aberrant mark. I might be able to find some works for you. Is it
Funny,
just
'cause
you two,
you were just telling us you couldn't help.
I couldn't help when you didn't have power. Is it just you two, or is it the two idiots by the bar drinking down one of my bottles of Jaeger bar?
And passing back and forth searing flatbreads.
Yes.
And bringing in outside food to Daisy's bar.
We really can't control them. We're trying to have
I'm
more
a-
power to be able to do so.
I'm diabetic.
True.
I have a
wrong.
very
They mean-
strict
they mean well.
diet.
They really do mean well.
You mentioned you're diabetic, and Daisy like grows an apple from her hand and offers it to you. Do you eat the apple?
Yeah, that was really nice. How do you say no to that? That'd be rude.
This apple's fortified, my friend.
What do you mean fortified?
It's alcoholic.
Alcoholic apples.
Nice.
Does alcohol have an effect on me?
It won't for a lot. You have enough being, your constitution, everything like that. It's not the Jaeger bar, so it's not gonna knock you on your ass. But it's one of those things. If you realize that this dryad has been attached to a bar so long that the alcohol has seeped into her, so like she's literally
Eats the apple.
Yeah, right. Spilled through floorboards enough, I would think.
So the apple tastes like the bar rag. I'm just kidding.
Meanwhile,
or the
Snarl
trough.
is just staring at you two.
What are you looking at, Snarls Barkley?
I swear to God, Damien.
Yes, Snarlos.
Oh my God, Anya.
Look,
I'm
you
sorry.
Want,
This whiskey's good. Okay.
A decent apple.
you want work? I can get you work, but you gotta prove yourself to get the work.
Okay.
Sure.
I realize I just
So you
turned a
need a
little bit
fetch
more
quest.
Italian. I don't deal with fetch quests. He reaches into his bag and flips out a coin, and it's a coin. It's a copper coin, which is called a crown. And it has the face of the Galifarian king on it, which the nation of Galifar falling is what led to the last war and everyone fighting. But all over its face has been scratched eyes. You're gonna go around back. You give that to the big guy named Tiny or the tiny guy named Big. Doesn't matter. They'll lead you someplace. They'll test you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I need to bring a calculator? No,
What's a
okay,
calculator?
Nothing.
Arcane.
Ignore me. This
Totally an
whiskey's
arcane
way too good.
invention. Totally an arcane invention.
Come, Patsy.
Where do we gotta go? Let's go. Where we going? We going?
Outback,
We
Outback.
going? Outback.
So yeah, you guys head
Head
out,
back.
around
Yeah,
back.
we're heading to Outback.
Not heading out back.
Front back.
There are no steakhouses here.
But Dave,
Oh, you can't take my bloomin' onion away from me. How dare you?
There are spiraling stairs that you notice go like it's kind of like how the Leaning Tower of Pisa, even if you straightened it, would always lean the other way because they course corrected. The tree that is the root and bloom twists down into the floor, and there is like a spiral staircase around the roots as they dig deeper into the ground.
I may need a dexterity saving throw to go down this staircase. I'm just saying.
You succeeded on your con, so you're not drunk, but you
Okay.
can be you can be tipsy if you want, but it is not adversely affecting you.
Okay,
I gave the dice the chance to fuck you over, and the dice decided to be lenient.
Thank you, dice.
You guys see that giant named Kanye?
No, guys, that kind of don't
He's
exist.
pretty nice.
And at the bottom of the stairs, in like a metal door dug into the ground, there is a Goliath, which is a half giant, and a halfling, which is about 2 feet tall.
I can fit in between you two.
All right, out of the two of you guys, who has the better trial?
Does they look at each other very confused? There's one door and one trial.
He said pick which one, and one of you would take us to a trial. So I thought
What
you might
the
have a
fuck are you
preference.
talking about?
I don't even know anymore. What am I even talking about?
We apparently need to pass a test. What do we need to do, friends? Tell
Hold up the
us.
coin.
That's what you needed to do. When you hold up the coin, he goes, "Ah, you've been talking to Snarl." And as soon as Biggs, the halfling, says Snarl, Tiny starts snickering. And Biggs just punches him in the thigh and goes, "Shut up."
I don't like
Alright.
how he's snickering. I'm not. Yeah, it's unnerving.
They take the coin and they say, "Right this way." And they open up the door, and it basically leads into a darkened room.
Oh yeah, that's not fun.
Not suspicious of.
All right, who's first? Or are we all doing this as a trial together?
Oh, hold on.
I mean,
a second.
oh, OBS again. Being a dummy.
OBS and Jay, your camera turned off.
Oh look, I'm Jay now.
Yes. Hold on a second. We're gonna go to the BRB screen until we fix that. Jay. Yes. And the halfling is named Biggs. Okay.
The daddy thing.
All right, no worries. All right.
I love you, but it's always more important.
No, absolutely.
That's fair.
Just give me a warning next time so I can flip us to the BRB screen.
Sorry, even I didn't have a warning. So if I get warning, I promise you will too.
Fair.
Go, parent, now!
All right.
Yeah, kinda.
Give me a second.
All right.
So you get led into the dark room, and you hear the shuffling of feet as the door slams shut behind you and gets locked, and these red tinted lanterns get uncovered. And you see a bunch of various people, goblins and half elves and humans and dwarves and a gnoll or two, which are hyena people, all stamping their feet and chanting as a door is opened.
I make sure I have my hand on my wand and take it out of the sheath because I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen.
Is that a snow owl
I
bear?
bring out my scimitar and I make sure that I have my night vision turned on.
And as emerging from the other side of this arena, you realize is a bedraggled and shaggy owlbear that has scarred
Cute.
and curd.
Snowy owl
This is the most terrifying I could get the AI to give me an owlbear. The AI did not want to give me a cute owlbear.
He wanted to give you everything but a
A
scary
vicious
owlbear. Cute.
And everyone go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, remind me how to do that.
Hey!
I'm so glad I got a high roll on whether I was drunk or not.
Very
it
true.
says initiative
Yep.
by your armor class.
Yep, top center of your...
INT.
Yes. No, that's intelligence. If you look at the armor class, is a little shield right next
Found
to that. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Vez, you were up first.
So, do we have to kill this thing?
I
mean, it's up to us, isn't it?
They gave you no instructions. They sent you into a room and they locked the door behind you.
with a bunch of people chanting at a giant owlbear. Yes.
Chanting.
Okay.
Can we
But-
tell what they're chanting?
Yeah, blood
All right.
over and over again.
Blood.
Can I,
Well, I mean,
can I use any kind of persuasion on this thing to kind of be like, hey, buddy,
This-
don't kill...
Would be animal handling.
animal
Oh,
handling,
shit.
yeah. Yep.
I can assist.
So,
Yeah, you
gee, I
cannot.
wonder if
Not on
somebody
your
else
because
can
it's not
help.
your turn. We're in initiative right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you can spend your action to assist somebody else, if you want to give them a better roll on it.
Oh, shit. Well, I guess it's worth a shot.
Why?
So,
let's make
we'll-
sure-
we'll-
let's
we'll-
try making sure we don't kill him first before to start speaking.
Yeah, let's, I guess we'll... Oh,
Well,
I'm assuming that didn't go well.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
okay, that's not a cat.
Vez, it does not seem to be moved by your animal handling check. You have a bonus action and a movement still.
Break line of sight.
You're basically trying to
What
hide.
are you gonna get? So, what are you gonna get behind one of us?
You can try.
Oh.
Give me a stealth check with disadvantage because you are, in fact, a medium-sized creature along with everybody else.
Oh, shit. How do I do with disadvantage?
Right-click on it, and it should give you the option to roll with disadvantage.
You're fine.
Okay. Seems relatively distracted by you. Damien, you are up.
Nice doggy, cute little pooch. Do I have a milk bone?
You do not have a milk bone.
About right.
Do you still have pizza bagels?
Oh my god! And we use the pizza bagels.
As a deterrent.
I will say you can... Hold on. OBS is being stupid again.
I was given 5 pizza bagels while Tattoo D and Tattoo Dumb were talking to Schwarls Barkley.
Is that who we are now?
Tattoo D and
Oh my
Tattoo
god.
Dumb.
I don't even have words for that.
I will say this. The pizza bagels can be used to give advantage on an animal handling check once. So if you do it, no one else can use the pizza bagels.
Oh, don't do it then. Don't do it. I also have pizza bagels.
Yeah, what's your animal handling? Is it more than one?
Yes. No, it
Okay.
is just one. Why is it just one? I feel like it should be more than just one. But it's one.
You get to add
See,
a
mine's
D4.
5.
You get to add a D4 to it as well.
Oh, so yes.
Wait, do I get to add a D4 to it? Or
No,
just...
Just
Okay.
me.
because of her dragon mark, Anna gets to add a D4 to it handling animals.
Okie dokie.
Yee.
So
No D4 for you.
I will say, if you don't want to actually harm this thing, you could try to match it in strength and try to grapple it to the ground and restrain it.
okay.
You want to wrestle the bear? All right.
Come on, I'm gonna scratch its belly. I'm so excited. Okay, yeah.
This
let's
is
do
going to
this.
be
I'm scratching its belly.
opposed. This is going to be opposed athletics checks. So roll your athletics.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It still hasn't rolled for me yet.
It's a 10.
Okay. He rolled a 9.
Oh,
So
what do you know?
Damien gets up underneath it and then flips it over onto its back.
Jesus Christ.
We're just watching this like, what the fuck?
The owl bear. It's the best day ever.
You now have the owlbear
He's rubbing his
grappled,
belly.
and it's going to try to break out because its turn is next. So roll that athletics again.
18.
17, son of a bitch. It tries, but it
Just-
can't quite get up again.
Oh my god. I don't know what's going on.
Powering it with belly rubs. I love it.
Anya, you're
At
up.
this point, the hoot.
Well, while Damien has this creature on the floor with the belly rubs, I offer it a pizza bagel and use Speak with Animals to ask it exactly what the fuck we're supposed to be doing here.
You cannot use Speak with Animals on this thing yet.
Damn it!
This is
then
not an-
animal
Why?
friendship so that it
You
knows that
can't
we're
use
not.
animal friendship on this thing yet.
Why?
You get to
Well,
use it
yeah.
on... Hold on. You gotta let me finish the sentence. You guys get all umbraged on me.
Yes.
Your mark lets you use Speak with Animals and Animal Friendship on monstrosities and magical beasts at 3rd level.
But
You are
what
lev-
about the? This isn't my mark though. This is my, right?
Those spells only work on beasts, not magical beasts at all. The fact that you get the chance to do it at all would be at 3rd, because at 3rd level.
At
lets you-
3rd level. Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
You can. I will give you your D4 for the animal handling, but that's gonna be it.
Fine. Okay. Can I still offer it the pizza bagel?
Yes, you can still offer, so you can get the roll with it.
Okay.
You're gonna be with advantage, and then adding a D4 on top of that.
Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do because that was my idea, and now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to hurt him.
The animal handling. If you can succeed on the animal handling check,
All right.
you can basically you can calm this thing down
With pizza bagels.
with pizza bagels.
Yep.
No,
With
Syrian
belly
Syrian
rubs.
flatbread.
Syrian flatbread
I,
of the Bagel family tradition.
Yep, Bagel family Syrian flatbreads. Got it. That's literally what I have written down. Okay, so how do I do the extra D4?
So you just right click, roll with advantage on the animal handling, and then in the bottom left hand corner you see the little dice in the circle. You can click on that, choose a D4 at the top, and then click roll.
Neato.
Technology's awesome.
Okay, so that's going to be 2. So that's going to add 2 to whoever this roll is. So right-click on your animal handling, the next animal handling,
How did you only get a 2?
and then
I
choose
can't
advantage.
hear.
So
Say that again because
yeah, on animal handling,
yes.
you right-click on it and then choose roll with advantage, and then roll.
I feel like
Okay.
I did that wrong.
I think that worked. Do it again, just because it's been acting buggy. So right-click, choose advantage, and hit roll.
Damn.
Yeah,
That looks like a little bit better.
that's gonna be a 21 on with everything combined.
Yay!
So yeah, like full on Chris Pratting with the one hand out and the other hand full of pizza rolls or pizza
Oh my
bagels.
God, we watched Domination and literally counted how many times they did that in that fucking movie.
I still haven't seen it.
How many?
I won't tell you because he hasn't seen it yet.
Aww.
No hip thrusting, just the hand, just the the how to
Dance
train your
off,
dragon
bro.
hand. And you calm it down.
Oh, thank you.
And it starts, it's like it's
Jesus
starting to get caging
Christ.
and fighting against Damon. Then you start giving it some of the pizza bagels, and it just, you eventually calm it down, and it just rests, and Damien gets to let go, and there is
I'm gonna call him
dead
Flopsy.
silence, and then uproar. Everyone's going crazy. Ah!
Stuns.
And
Aimed
then
with pizza.
That's
bagels.
right, folks. You're welcome.
We got
I'm
this.
just here looking pretty.
And you said we were just whatever.
and you see Tiny and Biggs appear at the top of the arena, clapping, and they're like, "All right, you passed. Little unorthodox, but you passed. I got some work you can do."
Okay.
Unorthodox is my middle name.
That's a very weird name, especially if you don't have a last name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hence the name.
Needed something.
And that's where we're gonna wrap up. I will say that everyone is gonna level up to level 3.
Yeah.
And I will get with everyone before then. I want to thank everyone for joining us. And just a reminder, if you missed this, or with OBS being grumpy, I will be putting the recorded version on YouTube Thursday at noon. It should be scheduled to be released then. We are going to raid out, however, and we have the raid already chosen because A just pointed something out for me. So I want to thank everyone for stopping by.
Thanks, dudes.
Before
We
we
had
do
fun.
this, while we prep the raid, one more
That's
time
pulling
around.
an owl bear into submission with pizza bagels. God,
Exactly.
I would not have predicted that.
Welcome
This
to
is
D&D.
why- I was gonna say this is why we're here, to create scenarios that wouldn't normally happen.
This is why I will
Yep.
always love D&D over anything else, because D&D gets to do shit like this. They would never program this shit into a video game. Well, they might.
Like
but
I
still.
had to
I would
poke a
now.
little bit to see how far I can be like, hey dumbass with the MacGuffin, could you maybe just not build the fucking
That's the
nuke?
point. Before we
Is-
have this
is that an
conversation, though,
option, dude?
and as we're wrapping up, everyone, do me a favor.
I love you.
Go ahead and say your name and where to find you on Twitch. Starting with Jay.
I'm single letter J. You can find me at single letter J on Twitch.
There you go. Fox.
I'm VoxChroma. You can find me at VoxChroma on Twitch or pretty much anything else. Twitter, Instagram, Ko-Fi, Coffee, whatever you call it.
That place.
That
All
place.
Aegis.
You can find me at, while I'm typing it out, you can find me at Aegis and Perret _, between them. You'll find it if you just click that
And
link over there.
Tallulah.
I am Tallulah and Chill, also here on Twitch under Tallulah and Chill.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for making this crazy experiment of mine work, and we'll be back next week for session 3 and episode 3
Thanks
of
for
the
sticking
Bloody
with
Red
the
Hand.
with the technical issues.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, appreciate it.
And as we are rating out, you can use that if you are not subbed to the channel, and that if you are subbed to the channel. We are rating the Real
Oh,
Bikini,
it's that one. Okay.
who is having a birthday stream. So
Yes,
everyone make sure to
go
wish them happy birthday as
check
well.
out the Real Bikini. She is awesome. She's fantastic. She is having she's on like her second day. She's almost she's already
God.
rolled over the 48 hours. So she's on like hour
Jeez.
56. Yeah. She's doing it.
She's
I was
doing
so
it, really
happy.
doing
She's
it.
like sleeping and stuff. She has a little couch set up on stream so she's sleeping, and she has alerts set up for while she's sleeping so you can wake her up. Yes, go do it.
All right,
Go bring
everybody.
her some pizza bagels.
Everybody, make sure you
Fingers
give
and
wish her
toes.
happy birthday. But everyone else,
Yes.
say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Deuces.
Yeet, bro.
Yeah.